Because people in the
We'll
chat
go ahead
already, I
and
see.
go live.
Uh,
Hello, welcome to Anime
yeah, go
Unhinged.
live.
This is episode 5 of the podcast. Of course, today you got me, HaoshokuLou, with the coastal, the Anime Fiend,
Hello.
and
And the
sadly,
special guest, Sensei Inc.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Synsei, you know what I'm saying? What's going on, everybody in the chat? Hope y'all are having a wonderful day. I'm happy to be here today on this podcast, on doing my collab thing and all that. So excited to be here with Fiend and Lou, man. You guys, I ain't gonna lie, man. Proud of you guys, man. Like seeing y'all do y'all thing and coming up and trying to make something of yourself, via content creation, whether it's Twitch or YouTube. And man, it's just nice, nice to see y'all, doing y'all's thing. And y'all been
Yeah.
supporting me and what I've been doing, since the beginning pretty much. So you know I'm glad to be able to help out and in the best ways that I can possible to help y'all grow. So yeah, man, glad to be here.
I appreciate that, man.
We
Thanks.
appreciate that a
I
lot.
really do. That's like one of the things. I was talking to Fiend a second ago before you hopped in the call. One of the things, like, I know I joined your Discord a while back, and back then, I didn't really talk to that many people about anime and stuff, but because of that, I kind of, met Fiend, met Kelvin, and met a lot of people that was really cool. So I really,
Yeah,
appreciate all that.
yeah, for sure, bro. It's fire. It's fire, bro. It's fire to see, man. And yeah, shout out to Kelvin too, man. Kelvin, that's a good dude, man. He's a good dude for sure. So
Definitely. Sadly,
Yeah,
he was
he
not able
couldn't
to,
make it today. He
yeah, join
was kind
us.
of busy. Yeah.
We
nah, it's all
messaged him
good.
and stuff to see. He just real busy with work and stuff. This whole
Yeah,
situation going on with the
yep.
pandemic and stuff. But hopefully, he gets
He
free.
here. He's here. Yeah, he's here in spirit. You know what I'm saying? That's all that
Exactly.
matters.
Hey,
Exactly.
high level. Thank you for the follow. You too, Speedwagon. Appreciate it. And anyways, one of the main topics I kind of just want to jump into because I watched your video on it. I think it was yesterday. The Sanji situation.
Yeah.
I
So,
know.
how do you think about that?
About the Sanji situation, well, I did put a video out yesterday. The
Yes.
community wasn't too happy with that video.
Yeah.
Probably that's my video I think with the most dislikes I've ever gotten. But I think the stuff that I said yesterday needed to be said. I think that one thing for sure, about the One Piece community is they cherish, especially long-lasting fans that's been there for a while. They cherish One Piece so much that it's hard for them to take any type of criticism of Oda. And you got to understand that One Piece is my life, right? So how I explained it, and I went on a little rant yesterday on Twitter about it. One Piece is has literally been my life for an entire year. Like I eat, sleep, breathe One Piece. I daily put out daily content. Over the last 365 days, I've probably put over, I had to delete a lot of videos because, the Shueisha stuff, but I've probably put over 200 videos plus out in the last year. Like, probably more than that. And, and that shows almost hitting 20,000 subscribers in a year. That shows my hard work and dedication to One Piece. Everybody should know by now I love One Piece, and I'd say I love One Piece more than the average viewer. But with that being said, you have to understand that One Piece is a series just like every other series, and it has flaws, just like every other series does. Every series has flaws. There's no perfect series, and people that say there are perfect series are lying to themselves. So, for me to say that I personally have an issue with the way that Oda has been depicting Sanji in this arc is my opinion, and I feel like I got wrongly criticized yesterday. Like I understand people can have an opinion on my opinion. That's fine. But some of the comments, man, just like people go way too far when someone says something they don't like. And I think people really need to grow up. Like, and that's my opinion on that. Like
Yeah.
the community can become very toxic when they get any slight taste of criticism. and it's kind of ridiculous in my opinion. So, but as far as the Sanji situation, sorry that was a long-winded response, but as
Oh,
far as
you're
the
good.
Sanji situation, I think that Oda could have done it a different way. I didn't like the execution of the moment. I liked what the moment stood for. I didn't like the execution. And I feel like I'm valid for thinking that. That's just my opinion. And you can disagree with me, or some people like the moment. I've seen a lot of people praising it. They like the moment. But I don't like in series belittling another character to praise someone else. So like I feel like Sanji really like I feel like Oda put the bar so low for Sanji to raise the bar for Robin, and I don't like that. And I just feel like the execution could have been a little differently. It could have been a simple situation where Sanji escaped Black Maria, was running away. Black Maria could have been chasing after him because Brooke and Robin were headed that way anyway. And they could have literally just crossed each other in passing. It could have been as simple as that. And Robin could have, stopped Black Maria while she was chasing after Sanji. And we could have had the same moment where she hit Black Maria, winked at Sanji, and told him, I'm gonna take care of this. Go ahead. It could have been as simple as that. It didn't have like I just don't understand why Sanji had to get tortured and beat for chapters, and then have the hench women that were there say, "Oh, he's going to, say the hell with you, and he's going to be brave, and he'd rather die than, put his friends in danger." And then right after that, do the exact opposite, and then have everyone in Onigashima mocking him. Like I really feel like Oda wrote that moment, and as a joke. Like at this point, if like to me, it feels like Sanji is a gag character. Like that's really what it feels like to me, and I don't know. That's just my opinion on the situation, and I
I
just want
Yeah,
better.
I
I
mean,
want better for him.
yeah.
I
Yeah, I
agree
think
with that.
Oda went for the NS lobby situation. Like he wanted to recreate that, and sometimes Oda, I think, he just doesn't care about if some character is being belittled, if some other character is like being portrayed better. Because like even before with Kaido situation, right? It's I think the similar thing when Odin actually like cut down Kaido, and everybody was like, fraud Kaido of the 100 kidnaps or something like that. I think it's more of like Oda. I don't know, sometimes he just takes that risk of people not liking the character anymore, and just to praise some other character.
And
Yeah,
I want to add on to that as well. Like this situation, I'm kind of in the middle on it. Well, I don't hate it, but I also don't like it because I completely get your point where you said like Sanji could have just like got away. I mean, because he started to run away though for a sec, and
Yeah.
well then he got captured again, of course. But it was one of them things to well, he should have just kept running because we've seen how fast Sanji is, and the fact that he was able to get caught, I don't know, that doesn't make it made it kind of made it Sanji, like you said, look really bad when we see him in Whole Cake Island speed blitzing oven and stuff, and now he can't get
Mm.
away from pretty much fodder just because the women.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, what can we say? I mean, I think now even people are like angry about Sanji probably gonna fight Jack, right?
I don't
Do you
think
guys
he's
think that?
fighting Jack.
yeah. I think a lot of people think that though. I
If he,
mean, like
oh, go ahead.
as far as the narrative goes, it makes sense. I see why people think that because like he literally said like Oda had Sanji say I'm headed towards Kinemon and the others, and but this is the thing, right? How does Sanji like okay? Because you remember before, for instance, right? Before Sanji was telling Luffy, "I need to get to the we need to get to the roof with Kinemon," and then he ends up falling for Black Maria's trap. And no one has informed Sanji that Kinemon and the others aren't on the roof anymore. So him saying I need to head to Kinemon, he doesn't know where they're at. He doesn't know that they're not on the roof. So Sanji might be headed to the roof.
Yeah, that's possible, or maybe it could be like
Because how does he know?
maybe
Like, because how does he know that they're Kinemon? Because he thought they were on the roof before, and I unless I missed something, no one's told him that they're not on the roof. Robin and Brooke didn't. They don't know. They didn't say anything to him. And because you remember he was with Jinbei and Luffy, their plan was to get to the roof. Then of course Sanji heard the woman singing, got trapped. But I don't think, and I'm pretty sure, unless I missed something, of course, but Black Maria didn't tell him. So I think he might still think Kinemon and the others are on the rooftop.
I was wondering if
no,
maybe he heard it from Black Maria when they were talking, when she was talking to like
If
King.
it
yeah,
if it
like
ha- if it happened, it had to be off screen because it didn't happen in the chapters, unless
Um,
I'm
no, I
forgetting.
mean,
if he
yeah,
does end
yeah,
up
he
fighting
doesn't like
Jack,
he didn't listen like on screen, but I think it's like when King was ordering Black Maria to go attack them. I think he was announcing from those like Marys or something they're called.
Yeah, oh yeah. So maybe,
Yeah,
but see, he didn't. Oh, the king did say where they were though,
yeah.
so
yeah,
that might be how he heard them. Yeah, that makes
Well,
sense. I forgot
Speedwagon
about that.
brought up a good point. What if if like you said he's heading to the roof and since it's with observation?
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's a thing. I think it's what Fiend said though. I just forgot that King said that.
I mean,
I
if
think
he
if I think King, because I'm pretty sure King was told her like where they were. They were in
yeah.
the storeroom. I think he said that.
yeah,
I mean, if
So
he does end up fighting Jack, though, I don't see it going good for Jack. Cause me personally, I put
nah.
Sanji at a high level. Like I don't put him, on the same level as I do like Luffy and Zoro. But but I don't think he's weak though either. I'd put him on a level of
Mm.
someone like
I
King.
mm,
You
I
know,
think this is the thing. Sanji, unless Sanji has some stuff we haven't seen with the raid suit, Sanji has to figure out a way to get through that durability of ancient zones because we think page one is durable. Jack has some of the best durability feats in One Piece.
yeah,
Like he has literally gotten beat so many times to the point they thought he died the one time that he was in the ocean.
yeah,
He survived it, yeah, because of course, being part fisherman. But like he got beat the fuck up like by admirals,
mm,
survived it. Like he has some of the best like durability feats in the story, in my opinion. Like I know I talk crap about Jack because it's funny,
yeah,
but Jack really, I do respect Jack. Like he has heart. First off, I think out of all of Kaido's commanders, he has the most heart, in my opinion. I think that Jack is the one that will go in any situation and fight anyone.
yeah,
Like for certain, I don't doubt that at all. And I think that he has very high durability. I think if Sanji used the named attack on page one and page one got up from that, like Sanji's got to figure something out to beat Jack, like offensively. I think speed wise, tactically, and he has Jack beat like tenfold. I think
mm,
he's way faster than Jack, way more crafty than Jack. Um, but offensively, getting through that durability might be an issue. So I'm hoping that Sanji has something up his sleeve, or he starts to, find a way to, um, perhaps use armament hockey, with his attacks while he's in his raid suit or something. Like, I really wish that he could find a way to use his Diable Jambe with the raid suit, but the problem is the raid suit is fire resistant, so I don't know how he'd be able to do that. But that attack is literally perfect, um, because a certain attacks of the Diable Jambe, because there's different attacks he has with it. But some of I can't remember the name of them, but one that like attacks internally, so it's like an internal
mm,
type of thing, which is perfect for this type of ability, like these types of opponents, because that's what Luffy's had to learn to do right now with the Rio to
yeah.
be able to hurt Kaido. So
well, what was it
I
again? He said when we first saw Diablo Jambe against Jabba. He said something like it burns. as hard, pretty much talking about like it's his spirit or something. I can't remember. I haven't seen read that chapter in a while. I should have went back and
Yeah,
looked at it.
something like it burns as hot as the depth of hell, or something like some cool dialogue, whatever.
Yeah, I know it was like a really cool moment. I
Yeah,
just can't remember like word for word what he
yeah,
said. I don't want to
Yeah,
paraphrase it, kind of, because
yeah.
yeah,
I don't know exactly. But
I mean, I wonder if he could like
I think,
increase the heat of Diablo Jambe.
yeah, may perhaps. I just like, I don't know. It's the offensive thing that's got me scared with Sanji. It's not
mm,
speed, it's not craftiness, it's not the durability because the raid suit has high durability. We've seen it twice.
yeah,
He got through into a building against Page One, through into a building against King, and he got right up. And all he said was it stung a bit.
yeah,
So the suit is crazy. He has a force field with his cape. He's got boosters that make him light speed from the perspective of the anime, which is
mm,
just a hyperbole in my opinion, but it's still he's very fast.
yeah,
And like, so it's just like his offensive capabilities, how hard he hits. That's the thing. See, that's why Zoro because Zoro like just has that physical strength that Sanji just, I feel like, doesn't have to that level yet. And I feel
mm,
like he has to find a way to bridge that gap. Not to be as strong as Zoro, but just to be able to bridge the gap between him and these opponents in front of him. So if he fights Jack, it's probably gonna be like a high diff fight, in my opinion. Until Sanji figures out a way to actually harm him, or he might have a way already and we just haven't seen it. That's also a
Well, that's what I
possibility.
was going to say. I think we're just underestimating Sanji, a lot of people, because I mean,
yeah,
Sanji, we know he is very confident with a lot of his things, because he faces, like in Dressrosa, he went and blocked Doflamingo's attack, and we know how strong Doflamingo was. And Sanji at the time,
Yeah.
a lot of us thought, he's not on that level. But then, in Whole Cake, we start seeing new moves from Sanji. So I think
yeah,
Wano's Rune, we're really going to see Sanji go all out.
yeah,
I'm hoping so, man. I'm not. I feel like for me, it's not. I'm not underestimating him. It's just I'm one of those people that like I need to see it. It's like I'm always been like that. So like I use headcanon and speculation like when I make theories and stuff like for videos. But as
mm,
far as like power scaling, I'm always I need to see it type of person. So
yeah,
that's why like I'm not underestimating him. It's just I haven't seen it yet, so like I just don't know. But I'm thinking it's definitely not improbable to think that Sanji has some stuff up his sleeve that he hasn't used yet, because maybe he just
mm,
hasn't had to use it. Maybe he hasn't fought anyone that he had to use what he
yeah.
had up his sleeve yet. So I'm thinking we'll see it. But let me ask y'all a question. Do you think that him fighting Jack is enough?
No, I think if he's going to fight
No,
Jack, he's beating Jack and going on to Queen. Um,
no. I like if Jack is his actual fight, then I think he won't fight Queen, but I think he'll like maybe go to the rooftop after that, because I don't think those five are enough.
Yeah. Well, we already know um that there is the or not the theory, I'm sorry, and the prophecy that it said nine shadows will defeat Kaido.
Yeah,
So, and there's only five of them up there. So either four more people are getting added, or they're going to take a loss here. Which I think that the tragedy in Act Three is going to be them losing.
mm,
Um, and perhaps someone losing their life. I don't know who it'll be. It doesn't. It might not
mm,
have to be one of the people on the roof. It could be one of the scabbers. It could be someone. But I think there's going to be a life is going to be taken for the
yeah,
tragedy. And I think they're going to lose on the roof. And I think that Act Four is supposed to be when the heroes rise up and win.
yeah,
So I think Act Four is going to be them regrouping, and then whoever the nine is supposed to be,
mm,
fighting them, fighting Kaido and Big Mom.
yeah,
That's what I think is going to happen, because I just don't see them winning on the roof right now. I think, and I hate to say this, I think it's a possibility with how Oda writes, that we could come back to the roof and they might off screen the Kaido hybrid fight. I think that
Yeah,
it's a possibility we could come back to the roof and Kaido could already be
defeated them. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it already defeated them and be back in his base form. Oda might not even
yeah,
show us the hybrid form right now. Like it's a possibility because Oda does, like he might show us what it looks like. Because if you remember the Sulong, right, the Sulong moment with Neko and Inu, he off
yeah,
screened that fight, but he showed us the forms.
Yeah.
So he
yeah,
might show us Kaido, but he might not show us him beating them up. It might
yeah.
just be them laid out, just like the Scabbards were. So just everybody be prepared for that because that's a possibility. Because Oda is the king of off screen fights.
True.
I know.
He just he just he just doesn't know how to. He really like. I just really feel like Oda does not know how to draw fights. Like, and it's no shade at his art style or his artistic abilities. I just think that he doesn't know how to write the fights or draw the fights because his fights are so long winded. Like
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to agree with that.
some of them are so long winded. Like the Katakuri and Luffy fight, right? That's they fought for 12 hours, right? Like
yeah,
how do you can't draw a 12-hour fight? And I feel like Oda has a problem drawing the long winded fights, so he shortens them, which I understand, and that's okay to me because I think Toei is going to adapt all of this stuff very well.
I mean, not
yeah,
just
Like
that, he also tries to focus on all the side characters as well during the fight. And if you're doing a 12-hour fight, that's going to take a long
yeah,
time if you're
yeah,
also going away from the fight to show these other characters.
for sure,
yeah. By the
for sure.
way, what do you think about the island? Like, is it gonna fall or what?
Bro, I'm still like I'm gonna be honest, Fiend. Like I forgot about it that they're floating right now until you just said that. I used to be under the assumption that the tragedy in Act 3 was going to be him crashing and succeeding and crashing the island and destroying the old Onigashima and all of
Mm,
those people losing their life. But then I realized that this isn't a seinen, this is a shonen. And I
yeah,
was like, this is a kids manga, so I don't think that's gonna happen. But how fucking cool would have that been for Kaido as a
yeah,
villain if he succeeded in doing this and killed like thousands of people on this old Onigashima, like and
exactly.
drown, like that shit would have been fucking like cool. I ain't gonna lie, it would have
Well, I
been
mean,
cool. But
I don't know if he'd kill everyone, but I think he could do it even with it being a shonen. Because I think one of the things
if
people
it
don't like
happened, yeah,
realize,
if it happened, no, Lou, it would have to be like some like it doesn't get shown.
yeah,
It just gets
because
Yeah,
I think you
insinuated that they're
just
dead.
like you just see the thing
yeah, just
fall,
like
and
Ohara.
then that'd be
Yeah,
it.
like the bluster call. Yeah,
Because I was gonna
Yeah,
say, like, we see people die and stuff in One Piece. It's just, well, we don't really see it. We see, like, kind of
yeah,
like the shadows and stuff or something. Like,
yeah,
when
yeah.
there's a war going on and, like, Impel Down, people's getting thrown over the edge into lava. But no one said, oh, those people died and stuff. It's like, you kind of know
Mm.
they're not gonna live if they fall in
Yeah,
lava.
that was kind of a comedy situation, though.
That was.
Yeah.
I mean, those just
Okay,
situations
by
like
the
that.
way, yeah, so let's talk about something really nice, right? How do you guys feel about Black Maria going topless and doing that like Yakuza boss kind of pose?
That was actually a really good scene. Man, I just like the pose. I mean, I wasn't when I first saw it. I was like, wait a sec. I went back to. I said, this bitch is topless. I didn't even realize when I first looked. I just saw the tattoo.
Yeah,
I was like, that's actually a really cool tat. And I was looking at the
yeah,
weapon and stuff. I didn't even notice.
exactly. And even, Robin and Brooke.
But I
I
mean,
think it was
Hello.
cool because she reminded me of this boss from Neo 2. There's this boss on
Mm,
Neo 2. It's a spider chick, and she has
mm,
this same type of weapon um, that Black Maria
mm,
has. So I was like, bro, this is really cool, and I'm just excited for Robin to get a fight in general.
yeah,
well, this reminds me of what you said, and I think one of your videos early on when you said you wish Brooke would fight Black Maria because of the comedy shit. So then when this happened, I was like, I don't know, I just put
yeah.
that in my head. I was thinking about it. I was like, I love Brooks comedy. So him with Robin doing this Black Maria stuff is just gonna be hilarious.
bro, he's gonna ask for Black Maria's panties. I'm telling you, bro.
100%.
Yep.
Just the
I cannot
face,
wait for it.
his
I'm
face at
telling
the
you,
end of
I'm
this
calling it.
chapter was, I loved it. And then, of course, the Momo shit, getting in Yamato's
Yeah.
kimono type thing. That was Oda was waiting for this moment. Like who was it? I think it was
Yeah.
someone mentioned, they said Oda loves drawing naked women, so he's like just waiting for this
Yeah.
moment to draw Black Maria.
Yeah. I mean, Oda is a typical otaku, so that's his thing.
And then there was
And
oh wait, what fiend? My bad.
by the way, like, so all the fights, like, do you think these fights are the fights? Black Maria and sorry, Rook and Robin, then Sasaki versus Frankie, King and Marco, Jinbei Sanji. Who else? Who's who and
Um,
the Fishman dude.
who? Whoa, the Fishman dude. Don't disrespect Jinbei like that, bro.
Oh shit! Okay, I forgot his name.
Oh, nah, but all right. I think so, probably. Let's run through it. So you got Frankie and Sasaki. I think
Yeah,
this is perfect, especially if Sasaki is Kukuro's son, bro. Bro, they look the same. They have the same hair color.
yeah,
I'm really hoping that it's her long lost son because in the data
yeah.
book, um, and no, I'm sorry, during the SBS,
Mm,
Oda said that Kukuro from Water Seven, if y'all don't remember her, she's
yeah,
the conductor of the C train. But
yeah.
she had a son that was a pirate that went off and got lost at sea.
Mm,
So y'all remember like how Kato recruits people. He
yeah,
basically kidnaps them damn near and beats them into submission and makes them join his crew. That's how he
yeah,
makes people join. So I'm like, yo, what if Sasaki was out, traveling? He said, oh, let me, I'm gonna take the next step in being a pirate. I'm gonna go to the New World. He goes to the New World. He runs into Jack, King, Queen, or somebody like that, and they, like his gumption. They like, maybe he stood up for himself, and they like that. So they said, okay, now we're gonna basically make you join our crew. So I was like, yo, that would be really cool because then if you recall, like every time Frankie has a fight, bro, especially like in the senior Pink fight, there's some cool backstory and his opponent has something happens with his opponent that like makes him a very interesting person, like character in the story. Senior Pink is like the best example. Like Senior Pink was no one expected Senior Pink to have such a cool backstory and be that interesting of a character. So
mm,
this Sasuke being her son adds depth to their fight because old Cuddy Flam here is from the same place. Perhaps at some point they interacted. They could have known each other from the past. Maybe Frankie forgot about it, or maybe they also may have never met. But it adds depth because it's like okay, Frankie now sees that one of his natives, someone that grew
mm.
up where he grew up, is here, probably being held, basically being held captive. I don't think any of these people that these higher ranking people really truly want to be here. I don't feel like I feel like they all
Yeah,
are here like through Kaido being Kaido and breaking their will.
yeah,
But that adds so much depth to their fight. So I'm excited to see if that theory comes true. It's the one theory in Wano that I've really been banking on and I'm really hoping happens.
yeah,
If it doesn't happen, it's okay, of course. But I really hope so because it would add so much, like it would make their fight make so much sense to me. It would kind of like tie everything together. So
yeah.
there's
I
that.
mean, that would add to like Sanji's awesome fight with Senor Pink as well, right? It's like both of his fights are really awesome with somebody that he
Yeah,
has
Frankie.
some
You mean Frankie?
connection with. Yeah, Frankie.
Yeah, yeah,
What did I say?
yeah. Man, I would love to see it, bro. I would love to see
Yeah.
that. Jinbei and Who's is interesting. I think this is going to be Jinbei's fight. I think Jinbei could end up on the rooftop or not on the
Yeah.
rooftop, but in the if there's a final fight with Kaido and Big Mom in Act
Mm.
4, I think Jinbei's going to be there because of him and Big Mom's history.
Yeah.
But I think this is his fight for Act 3, especially since who says he knows Jinbei. He says,
Yeah.
"I remember you when you were a warlord." So I think we're gonna get a who's who unmasking. I
Mm.
think Jinbei's gonna be the one to unmask him
Yeah.
because Jinbei even said, take your mask off, like,
Yeah.
and who's who was like, "I can't do that." So who's who was probably someone important if he can't take his mask off.
I'd like to
Yeah.
see
So
who he is though. That I'm actually
yeah,
interested. And Lego, we do not have GIF bits and stuff on this because we are not like affiliated yet. So I don't know if we can actually do bits and subs yet
yeah,
since we're not
yeah,
affiliated.
yeah. Lego, he can't do
Yeah,
it yet, bro. He not affiliate
this
yet,
is
bro.
still a newer channel. We saw this not too long
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, trying to get him there though. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But no, anyways, about the Who's Who thing. I'm actually really interested in
Yeah.
seeing who he is because ever since he said like, "Oh yeah, I've seen you before," I was like, "Who the hell is this? Have we seen him in the
Yeah.
story? Is he like someone we
I
know?"
mean, it. I think it's gonna be like we don't know him, but I think he actually could be a government spy as well because he said, "I know you from when you were Shichibukai," right? So maybe he met him like somewhere in the government facility or something.
Yeah, perhaps actually makes sense. I don't know, like
And
I don't know, but I'm excited to see like if he's unmasked, like who he is though. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
I
Um,
agree.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, so I've been seeing like you're caught up to Jujutsu Kaisen now, right?
yes, yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to talk to you about like this latest episode. Have you read the prequel to Jujutsu Kaisen as well, or no?
Yes.
Okay. So what do you think about the whole Okotsu, Yuji Tadori, and all that stuff going on? Cause
Oh, you mean chapter 140?
yeah, like 140 and
Yeah.
Okay, because you said,
139
oh
and the
my bad,
past two.
I was just making sure because you said episodes, so
Oh
you
my
meant
bad, my
chapter.
bad. Yeah, I meant
No, you're
Okay.
chapter.
good,
Yeah.
you're
That's
good.
my
I just
bad.
wanted to make sure because I haven't been watching the anime yet. I'm waiting so I can binge it. But
I have to.
chapter though 140, I read it today. Did my review. I did my review yesterday off the fan translations, but I read the officials today.
Mm.
Fire chapter. Agege Agutame is spazzing right now. I think Gege is about to make Jujutsu Kaisen what Demon Slayer was, but this story has more substance than Demon Slayer, and I think it's a way better story than Demon Slayer is.
I couldn't
So
get into Demon Slayer. I tried. I read like 3, 4 chapters or so.
yeah, the anime, I ain't gonna lie, the anime of Demon Slayer, I'm with it. I love it. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's action packed. I'm there. I'm
Yeah.
excited for Demon Slayer season two. I fuck with that. But the manga, I'm not. I tried it. I tried to read the manga after where the anime left off. I just couldn't get
Mm.
into it. I think
Yeah.
Jujutsu
Same.
Kaisen is way better than Demon Slayer, and I think it's going to become as popular. It's already starting to rise the ranks in sales. Like it's
Yeah.
killing it right now. Gege is killing it right now. So this chapter, action packed. This is something I love about Gege. They waste no time getting to the action. There's no like if you recall, chapter 138, we got the Zenin family chapter 138.
Yeah.
We find out about Naoya Zenin, Ogi Zenin, Jinichi Zenin, all in one chapter. We find out the
Mm.
head of the head of the Zenin family, has
Yeah.
passed in one chapter. We find out Naoya's whole goal. His whole goal, I'm gonna tell the higher ups I'm gonna go kill the vessel of Sukuna, but really I'm gonna use that person to bait out who I'm really trying to kill, who is
Mm.
Megami. So we find all that out in one chapter. The very next chapter, Naoya already pulled up to Yuji. The next chapter, not
Yeah.
5 chapters later, 10 chapters later, Gege made the next chapter. The fight started, and at the end of that chapter, Yuta shows up in one chapter later, and then this chapter, the fight starts, and in a span of 2 chapters, the fight between Naoya and Yuta and Yuji and Choso starts already.
Yeah.
So Gege is like, yo, I have to give them props. They're not wasting no time. They are getting straight to the action, and I appreciate it because
Yeah.
this is stuff we want to see. They're giving us what we want to see. They're not giving us a bunch of filler chapters where it's a bunch of talking and setup. No, that we've already got the setup in the beginning, with the whole thing with Yuta, all the speech bubbles. We found out about the chaos in the world, what's going on. We got all the setup in that chapter, and now we're getting straight action. Like,
I don't
I
know
don't
how
know, I love it.
Yuji's
Yeah.
making it out of this though.
Nah,
That's what I'm sitting there thinking about because I'm
he's
like,
gonna okay. He's clearly making out. He's gonna
no,
make
he's
it out
making
of
it
it
out, but I don't
for
know
pl-
how.
for plot armor reasons. You know what I'm saying? For him being a
Yeah.
protagonist, I just don't know. I don't know the context of how. I don't know if Yuta's gonna have a change of heart. I don't know if Yuki is still around. If Yuki is gonna help them out. I don't know if Sukuna's gonna get involved. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, didn't he say like he's gonna bring out Sukuna?
I'm not sure. I know he
No,
was
I
talking.
mean at the end he said something like I'm gonna leave it to you now.
He's gonna wait.
He may
Wait.
actually bring out Sukuno. I'd have to double check on that.
I think he said it at the end of the. He said it at the end of the chapter.
Yeah,
All I know is
Um,
I liked how when he
let me
was
go.
talking
Let me
about
actually go back to the
coach.
official because
Yeah,
let me
that's what
go.
I'm
Let me
doing
go. I
as
actually want
well.
to go look because he throws the car at him, throws it back. They're talking. I think he realizes like, yeah, this dude is I'm way outclassed. Like,
yeah,
Yeah, he is leaving it because he says you've got it from here, and then he says sorry, but I can't
yeah,
die just yet. So I think he is giving it to Sukuno. That's
yeah.
gonna be interesting
yeah,
though, because you what's his spirit, the spirit that's with his
Okotsu.
name, Rika. No, I mean like the
yeah.
Oh,
spirit that's with him. It's Rika, I think.
The Queen of
She,
Curses.
yeah, she's
yeah,
strong. So it's gonna be the queen versus the king.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire.
I
It's
mean,
gonna be crazy. Like, oh my god, it's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
Jujutsu Kaisen is great when it comes to the fighting choreography. The story is really good too. Like like you said,
yeah,
Gege does a great job at bringing in like the story while still showing us action, putting it all there in one, to where it's never
yeah,
a dull moment.
yeah. By the way, I didn't read the like prequel. So is this guy actually as strong as Gojo?
Man, I think so. Well,
It's
Yuta explains it
Yeah,
kinda
he
in this
explains it really
chapter.
well.
Yeah,
He has more coast energy. It's just
Yeah.
ghost
Gojo
energy.
never
Yeah,
runs out of coast energy.
Gojo can't run out because of his six eye ability. So he
Yeah.
said
mm,
Gojo is number one, but he
mm.
talks as if he's number two, and
But he still has the power.
he's
Power.
not far he's not far off. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
Like Yuta is not far off. Like to the point, Yuji thought Yuta was Gojo when he first pulled up. He said, "Is that Gojo Sensei?"
So wait, is
And
that
he
the
said, "No." Go ahead.
I was gonna say, is that the katana he got from what's her name? Uh,
I think
Mm.
so. Yeah.
he got in the prequel from I don't know why I can't even remember her name.
Yeah, I can't remember her name either, but I
The
think so.
Zenin girl
I'm
though,
pretty
who
sure.
has no like coast energy really.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
pretty sure.
Fiend knows who I'm talking
It's a
about.
cursed. It's a cursed. It's a cursed item. It's a cursed
Yeah.
weapon. It's kind of like the thing that Maki was using, and Toji ended up using it against Dagon in Shibuya incident. It's like them cursed weapons. It's
Mm.
one of them things. But fellas, I do have to head out though. I have
Oh, you're
to.
good,
I'm
man.
yeah, it's still late on this other. I gotta hop on this other podcast.
Oh, it's
So,
good. That was about it, man. I
but I
just
appreciate you guys, man. This was fun. We'll have to, if you guys want, man, I'll have to come back. Have to come back for another episode, bro, so we can,
oh
have more
definitely.
time.
Just
Unfortunately, I didn't have much time today because I had already had a prior engagement I had agreed to before y'all asked me. So, but I didn't want to say no to y'all. So, but we'll have to. I have to come back, for another episode or something, man.
it's all good, man. Like I said, just message me.
All right, for
Just
sure,
let me know. We'll set everything up. I know it
for
was really
sure. But
good
hey,
talking to you,
and
man. Really
yeah,
good.
for sure, man. It's fun, man. It's fun. We gotta hang out sometime, bro.
Oh,
Play some
definitely.
games or something.
Like I said, if
Anime
you ever
Fiend,
want.
hey, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna hit you up, bro. Anime Fiend, hey, appreciate you too, bro. Appreciate you for having me. Means a lot.
Anyways, thanks everybody for stopping by. Thank you again, Sam, for stopping by. It was a pleasure,
For
man.
sure.
Thanks
All
everyone in
right.
the chat.
Yep.
Thank you all for
Everybody in
following
the
as
chat.
well.
I'm gonna hit y'all with the Synsei Inc. ending. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. As always, I hope you all are staying safe and healthy during these trying times. This has been Loud, Fiend, and Synsei Inc. And we'll see you all in the next stream.
Couldn't have said it better myself. See you, man.
Yes,
Have a
sir.
good one.
Alrighty.